Hello, everyone. This is Karalyn with the new podcast, Everything Music with Karalyn. I want to introduce you today from FIT. We have Steve Keller and Brooke Brown. They both are hosts here at some of the shows at WFIT. Want to start with Steve Keller.
Sure.
How long have you been in the music community?
I moved here from Orlando in 2002. I got involved with music, I want to say probably about 5 years after that, so 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that when you started your band, Best Supporting Actor? Right?
It is actually, yeah. This July will be the 18th anniversary of when we got started. We got started on July 7th, 2007, so 777, which I thought was a pretty good omen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And you're the drummer.
I play drums, I sing, I write the lyrics. I've had some medical issues over the years, so currently I'm just singing. Our bass player Katie took over playing drums.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And what's your style of music?
We are rock punk, so it's not punk rock. It's not, hate your parents, but it's fast. It's kind of abrasive, and but it's still melodic. So yeah, rock punk is what we deemed it.
Do you do all originals?
We do.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. You play at Iron Oak Post and places like...
Yeah, we don't play as much as we used to. There's not a lot of places that do original music anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, we play, especially with the radio and even the magazine and the festivals, all the other extracurricular stuff. We've played just about everywhere there is to play around here.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of other things. You host the Keller radio show.
Yeah, Keller Radio is about a year and a half, just shy of a year and a half old. I became the program director of WFIT. It'll be a year in April. I write for Brevard Live. That's been about 12 years. And then I'm a co-promoter of the Space Coast Music Festival.
Right, and that's a really cool thing.
It's
When's the
cool.
next one?
We don't know at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
in
lot
the works.
of... It's in the works. It's always in the works. Yeah, absolutely.
And I saw Harbor City Local.
Harbor City Local
Yeah.
is the charity behind the music festival. Essentially, what we do, I don't know if people know this, it's common knowledge, but we would raise money through the festival. We would buy musical instruments and we would donate them to the schools. So we've raised over $30,000 over the years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really great because, that the music programs in school are quite unfunded. So
yeah, for whatever reason they got there, we're happy to help, and it's really, to tie it all in, people actually donate musical instruments now to me here at the radio station, so it kind of all connects the dots of stuff that goes on.
Oh wow, so everything kind of intermingles. And,
it has, in a very organic way, which is cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, Brooke Brown, you're also a musician.
I am, yeah. I used to sing with Chief Cherry and his Red Beans and Rice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he actually found me in the theater. I love acting in the local theaters. I've done some stuff at the Melbourne Civic Theater, Surfside Playhouse. I've performed at the King Center as well. But yeah, I did some stuff with him. He found me in the theater. He's like, "Can you sing?" And I'm like, "I don't know, maybe." And I've been singing my whole life. I started singing when I was 5 in church. So like, I've just been kind of shy, you know, and then as an adult, especially after the pandemic, I was like, you know what, life is too short. I'm going to just do what I love to do. So I started taking improv classes. I got involved in my local theaters, and then that's where he discovered me. And I've played all around Brevard with him and beyond, really. I've even played with Hot Pink in Vero Beach, quite a few different people, Char Good. Like, we've just... You know how the music scene is around here. Everybody wants to collaborate with everybody and just have fun and jam. So
right, which is really cool about this music scene here in Brevard.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so you've done a lot. Worked with a lot of different people.
Like, I have.
People. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely love it. I miss it. I haven't been able to do it for a little while. I took a break from it and I started doing other things with my real estate career. I started to focus on that, and then, once I kind of conquered that, I came back to music, and, there's always more that I could do, and I definitely don't close that avenue off. I did come out with an original song last year, and that's on Spotify, Spiral, and it's definitely a whole different direction than jazz, but it's been really cool, just learning how to do that. Like, it's a whole different vibe, live performing versus, recording in a studio, so I learned
Definitely.
but it's just been fun, and I'm excited to see what's next for it. I'm definitely gonna keep doing it. I just don't know what or when, but it's gonna happen.
That's a fun thing. You never know where the music is gonna take you and in what direction. You know, even starting to do a podcast, like it's like I never thought I would do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never know. That's the exciting thing about it. And depending on who you meet, you never know who you're gonna meet and where that's gonna take you. So it's very good you're sticking with it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. No matter where I go, what I do, it's like it's always there, right? Being creative and wanting to express yourself, like with music and acting, like that's always going to be a part of me.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be your passion and keep taking you places. And what is your role at FIT here?
I am the new membership and volunteer manager, or what I like to call gifts and outreach. I just, I'm starting to get more involved with events within the community, getting the word out about WFIT, because even before I started volunteering here, I didn't know that we had this really awesome local public radio station that plays really cool music, and NPR, so I just am getting the word out, doing socials, all that kind of stuff, and just raising awareness for how important it is to have a local public media station in our community.
And you guys both do a lot promoting other musicians through it, and the charities and everything, which is really cool to help all of us as well.
Yeah,
so,
that's definitely really important for us to highlight local original Space Coast artists, and with the platform that we have, being able to put them not only like on the map on the Space Coast, but our outreach can be like national, international, so it gives a great opportunity because there's so much talent around here, and we want to share that with everybody else.
And like Steve was saying, it's so hard to find a venue that wants to have original music in this area. So the fact that you guys do that and promote that is really an asset to the musicians here who have so much creative ability and just know where to put it out.
Well, a lot, like I was saying earlier, it's connecting the dots. Venues, not to trash the venues because they got to make a buck, they got to stay in business. So if we can bring local music to our listeners, that in turn they go out to see the bands and they're spending money at the venues, it's just as important as anything else. So promoting it, absolutely, but it has to exist and it has to have an audience, and that audience has to get up off the couch or put their phones down and actually go out, which they are starting to do. Absolutely.
That's you guys are helping the audience be aware.
Yeah. Well, we started doing our own events too last summer, which I think is definitely helping. Where not only are we playing the bands on the air and we're talking to them, but we're actually creating events at these venues where people can come out, meet us, try to do it during the day, so it's not too much of a hassle getting a babysitter or whatever, and letting these bands do what they do best, which is perform.
And you're definitely giving them a platform to do this live.
Definitely.
The whole motto of WFIT is music discovery for the Space Coast, so that's what we're trying to do. Enlighten and enrich the community in various ways, including local original music.
Say that motto again?
Music discovery for the Space Coast.
Oh, that's exactly what you're doing. Yeah.
And uniting the community, right, with local events, news, emergency alerts. It's a very vital resource to have WFIT accessible, I guess, to the public.
And it is very well known, and it's been around for a long.
Yeah, we celebrate our 50th anniversary in April. So I mean, it's continuing the legacy, using the technology that wasn't available back then. The space, we've been in this building for 12 years, so it's all just an evolution of not only what we've done and what the community's done, but the technology that's out there. I have family that listen to the station and listen to the show in South America.
Oh, wow.
We're able to do that through WFIT.org and through our our app. So yeah, I mean, it's really using the traditional values and being able to bring light to the local entertainment like we're talking about, without, you know, keeping that small AM station or that small, you know, public radio. When people think of public radio, they think sometimes of, you know, just an antenna and in a room. This is proof positive. You know, we try to bring to light that, you know, we can hang with the TikToks and with the YouTubes and everything out there.
Well, and you just recently developed that app too, right?
The school did for us.
I downloaded it, and
Yeah.
the school did it for you. FIT did it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. I mean, we are independent from the school by a lot of accounts, but they also are very gracious with what they give us, and the app was something that they were able to design for us, and you know, we took it and ran with it.
Yeah, and I like it. I was using it. You know, I use it
Super
a lot,
easy,
but
right?
Yeah, I just
I'm
click
an
on
old
it.
man, and I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not very big on technology, but you just push a couple buttons, and there
And
we
I was
are.
listening to you guys.
Yeah, we have like a couple of different podcasts that we have up there, like WFIT Speaks with some of our interviews from Keller Radio.
Oh wow. Okay.
Live
Yeah,
performances
there's
and
quite a
stuff.
bit in the app to navigate if you take the time to like look through
To
it. There's a
actually-
few things, and we keep adding things to it as well.
Oh, so you keep So it's like a living,
Yes.
living like
Absolutely.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys have a radio show together. You guys are co-hosts on it.
Mhm.
And what's the name of your
It's Keller Radio.
Keller Radio?
He started it, and then
He
I
started-
came in. I think just only a few months after you.
About 4
you
months
began.
into it, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually been just about a year now
Wow.
that you've been on it. So the story goes that, again, with the technology, everything is connected to your phone, and I got a message, which I assumed was for me directly, but it was actually for the radio station.
Yep.
Of this young lady that wanted to come in and possibly join the radio station.
Me.
So, spoiler alert. So, yeah, we met, and Brooke came on, and, you know, we have chemistry, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, who did radio in college many years ago, it was a great opportunity, and it is a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But I was basically just talking to the wall. So now with a co-host, we're able to bring, you know, our experiences, our different ways of looking at things, and then be able to bring in guests each week. So it's definitely
Really cool.
it's a cool thing.
Yeah, Steve's been a really great mentor to me, and that's what I look at it as. He's taught me how to interview, how to do radio, you know, everything behind the scenes that it takes to do a show, a live show. And I really do appreciate that, and it's been great learning about it, and I'm still learning from him every day.
And you're doing a great job, both of you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah, very professional. Like when you guys interviewed me, I was like, wow.
You know, it
It's
feels
like,
right. I mean, that's
yeah.
kind of my canned answer, but it's the truth. It's, again, a lot of these people, you know, you and I have known each other for probably a decade and a half, and it's bringing people on that are interesting and are talented for a stranger to hear, but there is that warmness to it. There is that, you know, community aspect of it that we've known a lot of great people.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to know enough people because we're both in the music scene. Like, we always have like a never-ending list of guests that we can bring on because
You're
we're
never
just so
like,
connected.
who do I interview now? Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
You're like,
And we
Mhm.
keep it
Endless
relevant
supply,
to a lot of the events that are going on. We'll bring someone in the week before to promote it. Films, art,
Yeah.
music, theater.
Anybody
dance.
doing something cool, right? Like within the community, we want to bring them on and share it.
Yeah.
And what a great way to put it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I remember that aspect of your show. What am I listening to? Right? You do that. Like
Yeah.
3 songs that
Yeah,
You're
what's
listening
Brooke
to?
listening to? Yeah, I mean, I'll spill the beans here. As of right now, my Wednesday night show, I'm not picking out the set list yet, so don't get mad at me. But pretty soon I will be. So probably by the time this airs, I'll be doing that. I've been busy here at WFIT, so. But yeah, what's Brooke listening to? I've even like when I first reached out to Steve at WFIT, I was like, I listen to so much music. That's what I said. It's like I'm like in the top like 6% of listeners on Spotify. Like I listen to so much music, and that's just Spotify. I listen to YouTube. I listen to WFIT all the time. I listen to music constantly. So I'm always discovering something new of all different genres, and I've just always been so connected to music my entire life. So it's only natural.
What type of genre do you tend to gravitate towards too?
I like usually like a strong female ballad. That's usually what I go for, or just kind of like an indie alternative, more like soft or like easy listening. But I mean, as a female singer, I'm just very attracted to different female singers. I'm an alto, so like you know, lower voices attracts me. You know, I'm open to anything though, usually, but I do tend to lean towards like the jazz, the blues, the alternative, easy listening, you know.
Right.
And music discovery is not just a catchphrase for the listeners, it's for us as well. Is that, you know, you get to listen to so many different types of music that you wouldn't have access to necessarily, or wouldn't be narrowed down to for you here that we can bring out to our audience.
Yeah.
Right.
Even the songs that I picked out for tonight's show, I just figured it out today. I was just like listening to a playlist, and I'm like, oh, these are great. Like,
Well, sometimes you just like waiting for the inspiration, like you know, like ooh, and you're like, I found this cool thing. Now I can share it with all these people.
Exactly.
too.
That's exactly it.
And you got a great platform with so many people to share it with, which is
we're
cool.
very grateful for that.
So Keller Radio Show is on Monday nights from
Right.
7 to 10 p.m. And then your show is on Wednesdays, right? And what time is?
That's late night music, and it's
okay.
on from 10 p.m. to 12.
Okay, 10 p.m. to 12.
Yeah, and I talk about so many random things, like literally whatever I think is cool. Like, I just attended an event at the Gleason Center here on campus, and there was a couple astronauts there, and John Zarella from CNN, he used to be a reporter for them for like 26 years. He was the moderator. But, you know, I'm always doing things like that in the community, and I just like to share that with people, like what's happening. Even like the advancements, like it's so rapid, the advancements in space and technology around here. So like I keep up with that, and I like to share that with people. And, you know, I like to do like, I call it like the mindful minute. Like I do like a minute segment of just like encouragement for people, because I feel like everyone really needs to hear that right now. So I try to keep it upbeat and positive and educational, but also, you know, encouraging as well, motivating, inspiring to people, because I think that that's important.
Right. Yeah, you never know who you're gonna inspire.
True.
From yourself getting inspired, you know. Yeah, that's really great. You guys do such a great job at that too.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. So there is a organization here, right? A donor organization for WFIT. And what is that? Does it have a special name, or is it, and like how can you join and get involved with that?
Yeah, so like if you want to become a sustaining member and support WFIT, you can do so via www.wfit.org or on our app. And there's an option on there to donate. You can do a one-time donation, or you can be a recurring donor. And we have a couple of fund drives every year as well, where we give out cool merch and stuff like that. But anytime you can help us out.
Yeah, and again, that's basically what we've been talking about. It's the community, but it's the community at large. You know, people move away, people seek out. If anything, people have come here from like California with the space program and everything, and seek out public radio and seek out WFIT. So maybe they were contributing to a station in their hometown. They got transferred, or they moved to Florida. They find us, and then they set up something for our station. So yeah, I mean, it's much about the music. It's much about NPR, like you said. But there's, I think, a bigger draw of just knowing that you're contributing to your community.
Yeah.
And that if they're able to financially, then, you know, it's a good match. And we get thank you gifts, and we do events a couple times a year.
Our booster
Excuse me.
events where
And-
we have local live musicians performing and things like that, and food
wow.
and fun.
And you get to meet
wow.
those people, and again, they really,
All the DJs
again,
are there.
their musical taste might not be in line all the time. They might not like everything that we play, but again, they know the importance of supporting public media
Right.
and being part of something. So it's one of my favorite duties of the job is to go out there and shake some hands and they will tell you what they like and what they don't like, and it's absolutely.
Well, we got something for everybody,
Yeah.
right? So that's what we're about. We have something for everybody, and we kind of give our DJs the option to express themselves and their musical taste as well,
Right.
We don't really rein that in. Everybody kind of gets to do what they want to express themselves creatively, musically on their shows, which I think is important to let people do and say what they want, because in a world where a lot of things are censored and filtered, it's really important for us more than ever to express ourselves that way.
And that's the beauty of public radio too.
Definitely.
Yes. So as far as your shows go, and I guess WFIT, where do you guys see the shows and WFIT in the next 5 years? Are there some goals you have set, or you kind of just take it as it comes? How do you guys see it?
Well, everything that you've discussed, described the history. A lot of our DJs have been doing this for a very, very long time. So, if there comes a time where they hang it up, then we'll have, even with Brooke, for example, Brooke was able to get on Wednesday nights because the previous show hosts retired, essentially. So, yeah, I mean, it's a scenario that you look at of when it's time, when the DJ decides that it's time, then it's time, and then we, find the next host and the next idea. I don't think WFIT was ever in a position where you're to replace one show with the same show. To me, that's a little too corporate. So if the next idea is completely different, so be it. We'll be ready for it. So yeah, it's that diversity that's there, whether it's at night, whether it's on the weekends, that really keeps it fresh.
Right. I was gonna say the diversity which this platform allows.
Yeah,
That's great.
Diversity, creativity, we encourage it. We encourage new ideas. I think in the next 5 years, it's just about expansion and uniting within our community and encouraging more people within our community to get involved with WFIT in any way they'd like to. And, just growing our platform and our outreach, because we have quite a bit of a following now, but it could be bigger, and it always can be. And not only I have my dreams are very far-fetched, but they're not far-fetched, and I think it's important to have really big goals, because if you aim too low, why do that? Why settle or aim low? I'm aiming very high, and we're gonna start with the Space Coast, and we're gonna expand to Florida. I want to be worldwide. As we already kind of are, but I want to be more well known.
Yeah,
right.
Without not only within our community but outside of it as well. And just encouraging people of the Space Coast to be more involved with us and just to know about us is the first step.
And I think that's so true too, because there's so much talent here. It's just not as popular or well known as LA or New York City
Not
or something
yet,
but
though.
there's so much here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like a hidden gem of music talent.
No, it's definitely a destination. We held a song contest, and we were able to get celebrity judges. We got Pat Botts, who was the drummer for Three Dog Night for 30 plus years. Florida Frank, who's part of a Grammy-nominated metal band called Hatebreed.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily, we just are ourselves. And yeah, like Brooke's saying, to promote what we have here and the talent here, and everything is, a reflection of what already exists. It's not something that you can necessarily start out and try to create to impress people.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's already here.
Yeah.
It's tapping into it and letting people know about it.
Absolutely.
And what makes the Space Coast so special, even in comparison to places like LA and New York, which can be more of metropolises, it's we're 72 miles of coastline here on the Space Coast, and we have little towns, and each town is unique, but in a way we're all connected, and especially when things happen within our community, we band together. And I think that's what makes the Space Coast stand out and is different in a good way compared to those bigger cities, because the support of just even supporting local businesses, local communities, it's just so important here, and I think that makes it special.
You're right. It's definitely kind of the opposite of those big metropolises. There it's kind of cutthroat, and here, everybody's kind of just trying to help each other out, basically, and
Really, yeah.
support each other, which is, definitely like a 180 from those big places, but with a lot of talent, too.
Sure.
So, the songwriting contest I wanted to talk about. That's the Jimbo's songwriting contest.
Correct.
And you have the finalists today, right, on your show?
Well, we have the semi-finalists.
Okay.
There was over 60 submissions from about 23, 24 songwriters. It's named after James Garris, Jimbo, who unfortunately passed away pretty suddenly back in 2023. So it's to honor him and really, like you said, just bring awareness, shine a light onto the great songwriters that we have here in Brevard. We had 61 songs. Those judges that I mentioned narrowed it down to 6 songwriters, and eventually we'll have 3. Not sure when this airs, but we'll have 3 finalists at Pineapples in EGOT at the end of March. One winner will be in the studio right here to record their song and to put it on the air in a regular rotation.
Their song get played every day.
That's a cool prize.
Yeah.
Wow, how exciting. And this will air like in 2 weeks.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, we just wanted to encourage local singers, songwriters, maybe people that have done it, maybe people that haven't and have just been thinking about it, just to, take action and try.
Right, and how cool to have your song recorded for you and played. I mean,
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, we wanted a level playing field. We didn't want necessarily someone that's writing songs in their bedroom to feel that they weren't up to snuff with someone that maybe spent some money in a studio.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many people actually know this, but I realize this, we haven't played any of the songs on the air. And that's very intentional because, again, it wasn't a apples versus oranges thing. It was get it in front of some artists who've done very well for themselves, some people that know about the industry, and then from there narrow it down so that tonight, when this airs, we'll have the first 3 on tonight's show. We'll have the other 3 on next week's show. That'll be the first time that I'll actually probably hear the whole song from beginning to end. So again, a level playing field to showcase talent. I wasn't really big on a whole contest, you're better than this person, but it was the best way to get as many ears out there, as many songs out there for people to hear. And for the people that didn't get picked, we have a lot of feedback from the judges. It's not to say that we won't be working with those songwriters in the future. It's just, again, with a contest, there has to be a winner. And this seemed like the best way to do it.
Is this going to be a recurring competition? Or
I'd love to. I was hoping to get maybe 12 entries, and we got 61.
That's great.
So it was pretty overwhelming. I know the judges, their ears were tired, not hurting, but tired after that. But again, it just shows you, like you guys have been saying, when everybody works together for the common good, people are educated. What we do with that is up to us, but it's been a really cool experience thus far. So I'm very happy with it.
That's great. That's what a great response too. And do they record it here? Like
the winner will have it.
There's a studio here.
With this studio,
This
actually,
where we're in here.
Yeah, the control room's right there. So we'll have, and some people have never recorded in a professional studio. Some have. Again, whoever wins the contest will have access to our facilities. We'll get the song on the air, and I do a midday show, so I'm on the air Monday through Friday.
Oh, you also do a
as
midday
well,
show.
yeah, from 11 a.m. to 2. So that's we'll definitely get them out there, and we're very proud of whoever walks away the winner.
Wow, what a cool experience! Cool prize.
Definitely.
Yeah. definitely. Well, thank you guys for doing that. That's
Hey.
awesome.
And again, Jimbo, you've done shows, I'm sure, with Jimbo. We actually all did a show together at my stepson's
Oh, that's right. Yes.
heart
Yeah.
transplant
Mm.
many years ago. So yeah, I mean, James was an incredible musician, one of my best friends who, regardless of the size of the stage, always rocked it out like it was an arena, and took it seriously. And we miss him, but it's great to even the name of it, the Jimbo Song Contest, keeps his memory alive.
And what a great way to honor him, to promote and support other musicians.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think he
That was definitely
really,
the goal from the get-go.
really would appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's great. Do you guys have any events coming up soon? All right, well, you got the Jimbo songwriting.
We've got the Jimbo
Yeah.
Song Contest. You can
Yeah, there's like we're definitely trying to do quite a bit more in the community, and we're gonna be at the Melbourne Art Festival at Wickham Park in April. We're gonna be doing the Sonic Waves Music Festival as well. That's gonna be, is that in April too?
April 12th.
April 12th. Okay, so that'll be cool. And you can just follow us on Facebook, Instagram, on our website, and you can see what we're doing and what we're gonna be doing the next few months and year and forever.
That's what the next thing I was going to ask you. Exactly where can people find you? It's www.fit.org.
www.wfit.org, and then on WFIT, the Facebook, and we have Instagram, and then we also have an X as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have an X too.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find them a lot of places. So
Yeah.
So yes. So
And you
definitely
can call
check
us anytime too. We're always here Monday through Friday. Give us a call.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
321-674-8950. She'll answer the phone though.
Someone will answer the phone. Hopefully.
No, and we thank our volunteers as well. Like Brooke was saying, we have a lot of great shows. We have dedicated volunteers behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, Mary's been here how long did we say?
25 years.
25 years.
Yeah, we have DJs
she's
that
great.
have been on the air for 35 years. And it runs the gamut. So we couldn't do this without you guys. 50 years is a huge accomplishment, and we're very honored to be a part of it. But we don't do it without everyone's cooperation, the volunteers for helping out both on air and behind the scenes.
And again, that's the supportive music community that we have.
Absolutely.
That helps create such a platform.
Mhm.
So do you guys have any parting words?
You look
Just
at
keep-
me. Just
Right.
be
Just
good.
keep-
Be
just
good
keep
to each
going.
other. We need that.
Listen to Keller Radio.
Listen
Listen
to
to
Keller
Leave Your
Radio.
Music. Listen to WFIT. Find a show that you love and discover some new music. And check us out. Follow us on socials. And thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Catch them both on Monday nights from 7 to 10. And you're at Monday through Friday.
Right.
Right.
11 a.m. to 2.
And you're on Wednesdays too.
Wednesdays, 10 to 12 at night.
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys,
Thanks
for
for
doing
having us.
this interview.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me on your show too.
Yeah,
So
of
it was
course.
great.
Absolutely.
Yes, and make sure you check these guys out. Go to www.wfit.org or download their app, or again, Facebook, X, Instagram, all that.
And locally, 89.5 FM.
Yeah, it's a radio station, right?
Yeah, WFIT 89.5 FM, music discovery for the Space Coast.
There you go. She said that a few times, right? Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.